Good evening and welcome.
You know, see no evil, hear no evil, do no evil. When the monkey's like that.
I do know because it's in Sekiro, and it's a puzzle in Sekiro. You have to fight some monkeys, and the one's invisible, one has no hearing, but it's like super good vision. It's a whole thing. It's pretty cool. Well, you know, we can't be.
Well, we'll do Roundtable for now. We can always change it.
Yeah. So are we going with Roundtable?
Yeah.
That's Hushav. That's Kieran.
Yes, Kieran.
I'm Bjorn.
Bjorn, son of Torn. The third?
No.
Okay. Well.
Still not.
Yeah. So this is Roundtable. Now we've got the name out the way. Stop thinking about the name.
I
guys.
don't
Seriously.
like the name.
Me neither. But we need a name.
Oh, it's a placeholder.
Yeah,
It's
placeholder. Placeholders.
Placeholders are
No.
fine. Ooh, bench
Puzzles.
like the movie.
We should start a bar.
Oh,
But what do we call it?
strip bar.
No.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
I prefer to stay in like normal bar realms. I'm gonna be honest.
We could do the three. No, the fools is probably taken. Oh, what describes us best, Shav? Animals. Absolutely.
I don't mind being like the B team, the B
The
squad.
B
No.
team.
Yeah, the
I thought about doing the
Dude,
beta.
I never. in
you
the
wanted
B
to
team
do
was
like reverse Oreo.
Reverse Warriors is good. Huh?
I was always in the C team, dude.
The
No
problem
matter what
is
I
you
did.
got 2 times the cream over here.
Oh yeah. We should maybe.
What about colonizers? Question mark.
I don't know about that one. I feel uncomfortable.
I mean,
You said
the
that.
Indians tried to invade Pakistan, so technically, I'm a type of colonizer.
You can colonize.
No.
No, I don't know if we should do colonizer chat, dude. That's great.
Gonna attract the wrong
For
crowd.
reals.
I do.
This coffee's pretty
I'm
good.
fully aware that the site that we play Catan online on
Yeah.
is called colonist.io,
Colonist.io.
which is
Yeah.
it is repping something. It is
I don't think we should
definitely
do anything related to colonization. Colonialization.
repping. Okay, so what are we? What are we? What is
That's
this?
just-
We're the round table, dude.
Whoa, yeah.
I'm not. What about like? I still like the placeholders.
Okay, well, how about this?
I-
We'll say we're working on the name,
We're working on the name.
but placeholder round table
Okay,
Yeah,
so then
I'm
what
fine
are
with
we?
slash the submarine.
Alright,
The
that's
submarine.
that's Bjorn. Don't ask why my grandparents are in Argentina. The toy.
Oh yeah.
That's Kieran. My favorite music is also my last name, Alt. And
Ooh.
Hushav, I didn't think of anything for me, Patha.
Okay.
Don't ask me where my uncle is.
Yeah, let's not talk about people's uncles. At least my fucking granddad fought on the right side. Okay.
Your surname is Alt.
Yes, it is. But we. Okay, my granddad fought on the Allies. So
But if
With the hardest name.
if Bjorn's grandparents won, but that would have been the right side technically.
well,
You
we just
are.
got cancelled and. Oh fuck. Jeepers, man.
Okay, wait. So we don't have a name. Do we,
don't
have
have a name.
personalities for the podcast? Like,
What do you
I'm
mean?
the straight man.
I think we have
I'm
to just
straight
figure that out.
He's.
I think we just have to figure that out as we go.
So what are you? I mean, you just.
I think what
Token
we are.
Indian.
I'll be honest. Like I think we just need to be ourselves, and that's the
Yeah.
most important part.
I don't know why Bjorn wants to put us in
So
boxes.
listen,
Yeah, I mean,
It's,
right?
just, it's his heritage, I
it's
think.
crazy, dude. He wants to put us in a box, and then he was talking about.
He's gonna make us wear armbands every
Oh
time we
my
come in
God.
here.
He tried to tattoo something on my arm the other day.
no, it's fine. Don't stress.
Not gonna
You
fall
know-
for the group hug in the shower again.
Okay, so I think we just be ourselves. We don't have to have like roles. We're just commenting and talking about things like we do when we hang out
Okay.
because we're fucking cool as shit.
Are we swearing in the podcast?
Well, we just got demonetized. So
I don't have to go through the edit and bleep things out.
that's
I
gonna
think
be
podcasts
super
you
hard.
can swear. It's just if you put it on
I think
YouTube.
it's in the
In the first certain amount of
So we
minutes.
try not to swear. Okay, I'll try not to swear.
Oh my gosh.
I've already sworn.
We made it
Yeah.
past the part where you're not allowed to
Just
swear.
remember, we're gonna have to review and go back through, see where it is.
Oh, someone should make a Google
Review.
Drive, by the way, just to like, so we can.
So we can make edits and cuts.
This is so
No, I'll do editing. I don't mind.
Why are we doing
I'll
this,
edit
guys?
it. I've got-
Why?
I can
Why are we
edit
here? What's
Men's
the
health.
Yeah, I don't know.
point? Don't be a peen.
It's a good question.
But unironically,
No.
But looking at like podcasts, like I think there's like always a lot of podcasts on the 18 to 19 men who do it. The old men who's like past their prime and just figured out about podcasts,
Yeah.
who already have like careers like in comedy on something else,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
trying to do
lots of
something else.
comedians.
I think we're like, yeah,
And
A lot
then
of-
there's-
No,
Yes.
guys, what? I can pull up the top 50 podcasts right now, and a lot of
It's
them are going to
all-
be people around our age.
it's all science.
who already
podcasts.
did the stuff already, who are from YouTube.
They're has-beens.
No, they're like
No,
from
dude.
they're like your
the
Logan
sun's going
Pauls.
down on them.
No, they're like your Logan Pauls.
We're
I think
rising.
so.
Phoenix
Phoenix
is-
rebirth, re-rising.
I thought we were going to break into song.
I can
Plus,
show
all of us are at the
you
beginning of our careers and
Yeah, we just
entering
take
the
it one time.
workforce.
Okay.
So we can also give
I think,
insight
yeah,
to
like-
what that is. Like,
Wait, I'm sorry.
We're also in a specific age range, like 25. You're like 30. You look.
you're literally the oldest one.
I'm the
Yeah,
oldest one here. I'm 28. You're 27.
yeah, he's 27.
And beyond to my left might or might not be 40.
Or 100
No,
based on...
no. Beyond, you're 27.
I am 27.
Okay, so we're-
you are my senpai, dude.
Also, we are in what country are we in, guys?
South Africa,
Africa.
Africa, third world
Africa,
country.
You
That's
know.
embarrassing.
So we're representing.
Oh my gosh.
We
I don't know, like what the fuck?
I
What
represent
are we-
I represent corporate side. You guys represent the art side.
That's true.
They're
Down with
all
corporate.
2 food groups.
Fuck AI.
Something like
Yeah, what else do you need? What else are men going into besides corporate or art?
Bro, do you think that AI can hear
Engineering
us?
manly.
Hey,
Sorry.
Shav, do you think the AI can hear us?
What
Oh yeah,
AI?
definitely.
So anything
Our
I say bad
phones-
about AI, is gonna-
Our phones pick up everything,
Your
man.
TikTok algorithm is literally going to be like, oh, so you saw the podcast.
Do you know how we were going on about the Harry Potter scene? When I make my move.
Oh.
Immediately when I went onto TikTok the next day, almost like 90% of my TikToks were involving that sound.
Dude.
It listens.
It listens. It's
Yeah.
always listening, man. The AI wants.
I hate to be the naysayer,
Okay.
but it's because you probably watched 2 or 3, liked them.
No. I hadn't been on TikTok in like a couple of days. I was taking a break.
Oh, you were taking a break.
Yeah.
But you know the AI never takes a break.
No.
That's why it's so dangerous.
Never sleeps.
It's always listening, always
AI never sleeps.
waiting, watching.
Ever watched that documentary Terminator?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It took me a
Pretty
second.
good
to talk back.
documentary. That's some great CGI in that documentary, dude.
Wait, that was all real
Sarah
footage.
Connor.
We're talking about CGI.
Just, fuck. I was gonna do an accent, but then I did it wrong, and I can't get past it.
You're gonna
Get away from the door. There's a bomb in there. That's a comedy. That's the thing that.
Arnold is...
Swatzer can't say the last part or will get censored.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
No, I can't.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Shit.
Are you trying to give him the pass?
How very British of you.
I lived there for 2 years when I was a baby.
Oh my gosh, Kieran, you cannot claim. You have your passport, I guess.
I've been here.
Yeah, you lived in the good times of Actually, no, the Brexit times are the good times if you ask British people.
I literally don't even know what Brexit's about, dude.
So
My
it
mom
was.
knows about it. She's big into that.
So basically, it was just they
loves
didn't
the
want
royal family.
they didn't want immigrants coming in. There were too many immigrants were coming in for their
The
liking.
Oh, I see. They wanted to keep it.
Yeah. But it kind of like
Wow.
fucked them over because because obviously being a part of the EU gave citizens like easier ways to like travel throughout the EU,
Okay.
and now they can't, and a lot of like the rich ones are like upset they can't go to their holiday homes. They can't just get on a plane and just go anymore.
So what was it like? You could go anywhere in Europe.
Yeah, it's like if we were just gonna go
It's
over to
funny.
Gauteng, we would just
So what was like Britain like?
Think of it
Was
as
the whole
all
of Europe.
one country,
Yeah.
essentially. Like, Europe was essentially a country. And
So, like-
now it's got Europe.
And then
UK.
some. Okay.
Well, Ireland is still part of the EU. Northern Ireland is not.
yeah.
Okay.
So like if we wanted to go to Gauteng, we just get online, get a ticket. That's it.
You can't do that anymore.
No, so it's like if we wanted to go to the USA, we'd have
Well,
to
I mean,
go.
look, we don't have to worry about that because
You don't have to worry about that because you have the passports.
he's German passport.
Yeah, but they're not a part of the EU.
So which
What?
one's better?
Germany.
I mean, because England is not a part of the EU anymore.
Breaking news.
Even I know
Because
that.
England is not a part of the EU anymore, you can't just go to England.
You can tourist visa, I think, 90 days off the bat. That needs to be
90-day
fact-checked.
fiance.
Fact check
That
that
needs to be
shit.
fact
Well,
checked.
90 Day Fiance is fantastic. Very fun.
Rick, could you fact check
Pull
that?
that up.
Rick the
Thanks,
sound guy. That's my dog. If you were wondering.
Pain. I wish Jay.
But yeah, no, I think we started this because I don't know. During our conversations when we were going out to bars or whatever, we would talk about
What is?
We would have conversations, and it would be so funny that we were like, imagine. I think it started like, imagine if we recorded this.
Can I be honest?
Is that not how it went down?
I feel like it's such a cliche
It is.
for a group of men to be together, and then we think we're so fucking funny, and we're like, oh, we should do stand up. Until then, podcasting came around, and then everyone's like, we should do a podcast. It used to be everyone, oh, you should go.
But the thing is, like,
no.
I'm not wrong though.
You're not wrong.
I said the truth.
Objectively, I mean.
That's what's happening. This is why we're doing this.
Okay, and the world needs.
We gotta back ourselves.
We can back ourselves. We got skills.
Listen, man.
In multiplying.
And then I don't know.
We're young. We're learning skills. We can share things with the youth.
Yeah, young and
You
hungry.
were literally complaining about how your back is
Yeah.
a nightmare now.
Dude.
And we can talk about that. We can talk about our back problems.
We're at the right age range to start talking about back pain.
What are we? Is this episode naught, by the way? This isn't episode
No, this is like test.
This is
naught.
Test episode.
So it's not even
Okay.
a pilot
It
episode.
could also.
Yeah.
It could
There we
be.
go.
It could be one if it's good.
No, it is.
Which it is. It's already good. We're fucking crushing it.
I appreciate this confidence. I need you to keep it up. And in 45
I'm just gonna
minutes,
put this here
we're
and hide my erection. Because I keep looking at myself in
We'll
the
fix
video.
it. We'll fix it in post.
Like I can't stop looking. I look good. Look at this.
Dude, look at you.
You know what? I told you guys not
You know
to
what? That's
focus.
that's my better side there.
These
Oh, wow,
are
it's even zoomed in on you, actually.
these are rookie mistakes, guys. Come
What's the
on.
rookie mistake?
No looking at the cameras.
Dude, I don't know where else to look.
Do we have to write down rules? Like, no looking at the cameras, no sucking each other off. Oh,
I mean,
what's our game plan? Are we just gonna do news?
we could do
I think maybe.
news, or we could do like
I think, like, what
live
just happened-
segments, like talking about our lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can review things if we want.
Like video.
We can talk about mental health,
Definitely
I think
should talk
that's a
about
good
mental
one.
health. Yeah.
Okay.
something that we all hear.
None of us are experts.
No,
Obviously,
no, we are not
yeah.
Do
trained
we know
physicians.
any? Yeah, we know some people that have like psychology in their backgrounds.
I've been going to therapists for it.
I've been.
I've been to a
I take a lot of
therapist.
I have been
medications.
eating for my whole life. I'm essentially a chef. Like,
You know, chefs, it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind.
it's all a mindset, truly. Mindset,
all different flavors, maybe.
All different flavors.
That's you know what? We shouldn't use that soundbite. It's from a podcast that I watch too much of. Also, we don't have soundbites.
Actually, speaking of, you are the most experienced.
I
You
watch a
listen
lot
to
of
the podcast.
Yeah, I do. I watch
Oh,
a
do you?
lot of podcasts,
Okay,
man. A lot of
so-
comedians.
Yeah. What do they do? What do they say?
Literally what we're doing right now.
Really? Is that it?
That's what. Yeah.
So when they start off, how do they do? They talk about their lives.
No, they start off and they're just like, what happened this week? And they'll just start like that. Or they'll go into a bit and be like, let's pretend that we're fucking, the forefathers of America.
We are fucking.
Like George
the
Washington.
forefa-
Well,
sorry.
I mean, phrasing, but,
Are we still doing that?
What did George Washington sound like? Do we know?
American.
Is that the guy with the wooden teeth?
Yes.
Is this dumb? When was TV invented? When was when was recording?
Ooh, that's-
audio recording.
That's a
invented?
trap question, dude.
When do we know what people sounded like?
I'm pretty sure they didn't have recordings for World War
They
One.
had gramophones and shit, right? So,
Yeah.
1700? No. That's way too early.
Wait. If you can.
1850.
Fuck.
Should we Google it? I mean, we have the internet.
We
right
do
there.
have the internet.
I don't
We
want us to be
have-
like on our
Rick,
phones
dude.
too much, like during.
Rick, the dog.
Yeah, I'll
You mean Rick the sound
No,
guy?
fucking
Rick
type
the
that
sound
shit.
guy. so
I can
Rick the
Google
sound
on
guy.
my phone.
No.
Okay, we leave the phones.
We can come back to it next week when we have time to Google.
We will fact check.
Why don't you tell us in the comments the answer to that?
Yeah, listen, call us fucking idiots in the comments about knowing.
I feel like it's a mystery, and we'll let it go. We'll let it be.
Okay.
But hey, man, I mean, you asked me how these podcasts go, and this is how it goes.
This is it.
That's why I said don't think too much about it.
Okay. Well, we did. I came with like a topic or two.
Yeah.
Now I also
That's
came in with a
perfect.
topic.
Also, I have a bunch of.
What is something on your brain that you want to talk about?
Let's go in alphabetical order.
Oh, you want to start with me?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's my whole life.
Sure,
has been
Kieran,
like
go
this.
for it.
Kieran,
My surname starts with an A,
my first name starts with a B.
but it's done by surname.
We're not in school.
We can do it in whichever way we want.
You know what, Shab? You're right. Well, all my life I've gone first.
All right, go for it.
Every Mondolin, every.
Yeah, because he's Kieran
everything.
out.
They used to be like
Should we actually talk about how we met? Actually,
Mavericks. Never been.
Kieran and I met.
Whichever was the stripper.
Kieran and I met in grade 1.
Grade one.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
We were in Miss Cromhote's class together.
Crom who?
Cromhote.
Don't you remember Miss Conrad?
No,
Was
he
in
joined
the
us in the high
junior
school.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
It was actually really thick.
Was that the one that I failed or I passed?
Yeah, no, you got held back, remember?
In Cromwell.
Yeah.
What?
You were not in Scots. Scots was next door to us.
But you weren't there yet if I failed.
Were you in a... No, you were the same teacher 2 years in a row.
Ah.
Because I remember, and then they were just like really dickish because they were like these two kids. Kieran and I think it was Matthew. Who was the other one?
Matthew or Duncan Campbell.
Oh, there was someone else in our grade 1 year who also got Tyrone or something.
Should we be saying people's full names?
I didn't use anybody's full name. It was just you.
So,
anyways,
can we bleep that out?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. And the teacher was like, these two kids got held back a year. I still remember that.
The first introduction is like.
Yeah, when she was like telling like.
Listen, dude, it's always a heavy burden, you know.
Yeah, so that was our
knew
first.
you as the person who didn't pass grade 1.
So that's my first meeting with you, and then we've always been in like the same friend groups throughout
That's true,
prep
but
school.
it was like only later on.
Only in high school we became really good
after.
friends. Yeah,
Like in prep school, we like knew the same.
we were
people,
in the same friend group, but we weren't like good friends like we
but
are
it was
today.
like fragmented. Like
Yeah,
prep school.
because we've always had similar interests.
Yeah, like.
So I think that's
and
we always
tennis.
gravitated towards each other.
Yeah.
Who was the friend? Because obviously I joined in high school.
So you were like pre.
Who was
era?
your guys'? Now we're going back into the names thing.
Yeah,
But
the names.
So you
What is his
guys
first
kind
name?
of ran.
Yeah, so
Make up names.
starting no.
Okay.
You can make up names.
So it was like Shaquille, Mikhail, Liam,
Yes,
you,
yes.
me, Tom when he
Shami.
joined us in grade 5, Shami.
Dude, those are names that I've
Dunk.
heard in a long
Dude, are you
time.
going back through like the?
I just had like a 19.
Dunks, Kui-chan.
Kui-chan, yeah.
Who?
Kui-chan.
Oh, what-
He left
yeah.
before you came.
Wow.
So
I
that
remember
was,
that was cool.
yeah, so that was like P-Ware also for a little bit.
Dude, these are like unlocking memories in my brain that I haven't thought about.
And then that was prep school, and I left to go to America. And then when I came back, it was more or less the same, except Mickey had left.
Yeah, Mickey went to Westerford, I
Yeah.
think.
And
And we all went to...
then we didn't really have any new friends in that friend group when I came back.
No, it's very much the same people.
Yeah.
And it still has remained
And
kind
then
of like that.
eventually like we picked up Bjorn, Duncan.
I will say.
Actually, you
Other
don't get
Duncan?
to say we picked up Bjorn.
I remember.
Bjorn
I
wormed his way.
Okay,
to our friend group.
hold on.
Like some
Pause
sort
for
of
a second.
parasitic...
You guys really love the fact that I have German heritage.
What?
Deeply enjoyed it.
I don't know about that.
But I spent grade 8, the whole of grade 8, I spent in the library. And then...
I do remember that. Library.
Nerd.
Really, Husha? Really?
Fucking nerd.
I'm the fucking...
You were the librarian's helper.
I'm sorry, I'm the bleeping nerd.
Some say he's
He was-
still in that library. Reading
His
all
mind
those
library.
books.
Dude, my mind
How many
palace
books
is
do you
just
think
a
you
bit-
read in
I think I was the highest ranking reader.
It was a ranking.
Like, they could see how many books you've taken
You checked
out on
out.
the system.
It doesn't mean you read them. It just means you checked
What-
them
what-
out.
what do you-
I checked out the same one 4 times in a row to take the number 1 spot.
If you had to estimate how many books do you think you read?
And it's
I would
lifetime in your
say-
lifetime.
No,
or-
just in the library.
Oh.
I think what? Just in that specific
Oh, no,
library.
in the-
I think in grade 8 I did read, like genuinely, probably between 50 and 100 books. Not all of them were super thick.
In
but,
one
like,
year?
In 1 year, straight up.
And these books were
Dude, I
100
literally
pages?
spent like in every single class I was reading. I went home, I was reading. At school, I was reading.
Fuck, dude.
I was always reading, except when we had sport practice.
So you
And that's why
read
my marks were garbage.
because you were reading. But I
Yeah.
thought reading meant you were smart.
What? You can.
That's like that's always like such a
nerds read,
stupid
right?
thing. Like I realized, like when I was young, my mom was like, if you read a lot, you'll be smart. Like no, it's not.
Okay,
It's not.
to be fair, I have a decent vocabulary. I
Me too,
write
because of reading,
decently.
right? I'm the same. I read a lot of books when I was
Yeah,
younger.
you know words.
So I
you don't know much else, but
Wow.
We have the best words.
Playful secrets.
but yeah, and then
I can read, okay?
You can, I have been known
And I can
to
write.
read.
So that's what matters.
But then grade 9, I think I started hanging out with you guys. I think I probably sat in class with 1 or 2 of you.
I think
I played sport with some
Dude,
of
I
you as
remember-
well.
I think I
What
met
about-
you though through Chris.
Yes, because Chris, my surname redacted.
Yeah.
And I went to
Rewind.
junior
Chris
school
clothing
together.
store.
Oh, clothing store. Velociraptor.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, like, I would say we mainly bonded as true friends in university.
Okay.
I would say matric moving on.
Or matric and university.
I will say this friendship blossomed after, like, during the times of
Yeah, but that's because you also went off to Australia to do your own thing for a while.
I literally,
you did a lot of
I
traveling.
came back, and then one of our friends was, like, engaged, pretty much. And then you were super close with the group. Not that you weren't, like...
Who was engaged?
No, but...
well, not engaged, but they were, like, long-term partners. And I was like, what's happening? You guys have had, like, all these years with this person. So, but, like, you and I became way better friends since the times of COVID. Like, we were always friendly.
Wow.
Always hung out.
That
Actually,
hurts.
I think that's
That
true.
hurts
Okay,
so
you
much.
I think it's true for me as well.
I'm gonna need a minute.
I feel like...
We were very close in uni because we studied together.
Yeah, we did.
You were off doing 17 different degrees.
Well, I also feel the same because we only really became good friends like in the last couple of years. Like 2 or 3 years, actually.
I would say definitely in
Like, we've
university,
always been
but
hanging out.
I've always considered you. I think
But now
I
you're on
consider
the
you a good
podcast,
friend.
man,
I think
so-
from grade 11, 12. But also you were dating at the time, so you didn't have a lot of
I was
time.
strange. I was not this person you see before you shove. I was a different man.
Whereas then you went through a very rough patch after your breakup.
University days.
A very let's call it
6 years of...
Okay, well,
This is not 6 years.
not 6 years of a rough patch.
Well, no.
It was
Almost.
a year and a half.
Unless you're talking about that dating time. That's the rough patch.
No. It must be like, let's say like 2.5, 3 years of a rough patch.
No, I think
I don't think it lasts as long as you think.
Well, it's been
I think, like depression stuff does make it feel like longer than that, but
Yeah.
you weren't in that hole for that long.
ADHD makes it feel
a
longer
year
as well.
to a year and a half, you were abusing your body for
Dude,
sure.
I drank way too much on time.
Man, you were terrorizing.
Well, and then
People.
and then I smoked way too many cigarettes.
I'm tooting.
And then I stopped.
Wow. Yeah.
How long has it been now?
Holy-
No alcohol, no smoking.
About, I would say 7 months, but I forgot it. I don't know the exact.
You stopped beginning, like, I think March, April this year, huh?
Yeah, it's 3 months.
We're in the 11th month, so it's like either 9 or 10. What? No, that's not how it works. 9 or 8 months.
Yeah, something like that. And then
Yeah.
the drinking is like 5 or 6 months.
We're gonna do a big celebration for your 1 year.
And you
Yeah,
Get a
No.
get a cake in the shape of a cigarette.
thing is, like, I can't go back to cigarette. I could have another drink and be fine. I would
You're fine.
never-
Every now and then you
I
take
mean,
it,
I could do like 2 or 3 beers and like that's fine. But as soon as I have a cigarette, it's over. It'll be like, I'll be
100%.
chain smoking, in the back room, just like
The back rooms.
The back room. The back.
Is that what we're going to be called?
The back
No.
roomies at the back.
The room.
Sounds too sexual.
That sounded. Yeah, the back door, the back room. Basically, I had a smoking problem, people, and I've managed to stop that.
Yeah, you're doing well, dude.
Yeah. You didn't even need like a heart attack or anything to like stop it. It's
I was
like you got
close.
there by yourself.
I was close, man.
You still got there by yourself. Took my dad a heart attack for him to stop.
There are
For real?
many.
Oh yeah, you say.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's hectic.
I think.
Sure.
To be fair, I'm glad we're doing this now because like
Let's get it out of
our
the way.
parents' generation, like all.
I'm sorry, I wasn't joking.
Like straight up, like our parents' generation, they waited until the problems showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To like take care of things.
And now they blame us for it.
And now they blame basketball.
No, us for it.
Us
No.
But yes, and basketball.
Speaking of,
Filthy
you were a
ball.
top-notch basketball player.
I still am.
Yo, have you seen
No,
this
it's been
jump shot,
years.
dude?
Dude, at least
Form is
2
crazy.
I can barely run up and down the court without like going.
What bye?
Asthma. God, I had half colors in basketball.
Yeah, you were,
Yeah.
dude. He was. Like,
I went for the Western Province trials also.
He
Also
was a
realized
shooter, dude.
how
Crazy.
like
That is so crazy to me. It wasn't.
Shab's
I was
really good at basketball.
really. But when I went to the province trials, I realized like how like below par Ronda Bosch was.
Yeah.
Because obviously they didn't really care. Because
It's not rugby or
Yeah.
football.
No, it's not
even
their
football,
vibe. It's
yeah.
not their vibe.
in our
They
last
literally
year,
didn't care. Like the biggest thing that ever happened in our basketball was that
the
someone
leg
broke their
break.
leg.
Yeah.
So,
That was the
who
biggest
it?
story in basketball.
Guy below us, name was
Okay.
Josh.
Velociraptor. That's how we're gonna.
Velociraptor.
Yeah, apparently it was very gruesome.
That's the second time I made that
That's
joke.
my favorite one. It works on so many levels.
It does indeed.
But yeah, like
You did basketball and then you stopped.
I did. I stopped. Yeah,
Yeah.
I went to water polo to hang out with Tom and Duncan and Matthew. and Bjorn actually, who was
Yeah.
the keeper.
Stop with the last names.
I was a top notch.
We're gonna have to cut that out.
Why?
I said all their names, full names. Keeps happening.
Beep and beep.
It's
and
because
beep.
I forget we're on camera and I think we're just having a chat.
We're just riffing.
Which we are. We're just
having a little
riffing.
riff, dude.
Just riff.
Actually, when was the first time you picked up a guitar and learned?
Ooh, grade 6. I had a guitar
Really?
lessons.
I thought you were earlier than that.
I thought that was uni days, because you went at it during uni.
I did in prep school. I did 1 year of guitar, where all I did was learn the songs I wanted to learn, and I didn't learn anything they tried to teach me.
Did you learn by yourself or did you go to?
Yeah, I learned by myself, and then I went to the lecturer dude who was teaching me, and he was just like, "Fuck it, we'll just."
So when
play
you were
whatever
when you were
want."
learning about yourself, how did you do that?
Tabs.
Yeah.
I can't read music.
Ultimate guitar tabs.
Yeah, so you just go online, type in tab, and it'll give you like, I don't know, 6/5, whatever. Here's the chord, and then you just.
Wait, so
just
you
do
can't
that.
read musical notes?
No,
I think not.
that's crazy.
Am I the only one can?
It's like being able to
I can
read
do
fucking
what's it face
Arabic.
and A is B whatever. I can do like the basic cock, but honestly,
It's
You
hard as well,
don't-
dude.
It's not. It's basically learning another language, and like once it's there.
I had to try and learn it in grade 8, and dude, I was the worst student at that ever.
Oh, did you take
was
music as the one of the electives?
Yeah, because I wanted to be a musician. And
What do you mean wanted? You are.
I still want, yeah.
Ah,
Let's calm down. And but at the time I was like,
Shout out to Spotify.
I didn't realize that I had to learn. I don't have. It's coming. It's coming soon,
at my
right?
cousin's bat mitzvah next
Spotify, we're gonna release some stuff soon, so just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Arg.
Yeah, talk about that a little more.
Stay.
You're doing it with your friend.
Yeah, Patrick and his brother.
Don't say their last name.
I know. I was gonna say the full names. We're recording like an EP, 4 songs on.
Have you finished the one?
We've got one left.
Oh
Which
shit!
we're trying to
You don't-
finish.
I mean, oh dang.
Oh dang. Is that
What
No.
what genre would you say this EP is?
It's like a blend of rock and I would say emo and a little bit of alternative, a little bit of a lot of stuff.
Who are
A lot
your-
of influences.
Who were your musical inspirations when you were learning guitar?
Kurt Cobain or Nirvana. And then I also really loved Sticky Fingers, Jamie T. What other, like specifically guitar, but more for like sound. Like My Chemical Romance, which is like, you know, classic emo kid growing up. And then Sublime and a whole bunch of others. Like what was that one band we like? We're fucking
Dispatch.
Sick band,
Sick
right?
band.
They got some crazy songs.
I think I could, at the time when I looked this up, which is like 7 years ago, I think
They're old, man.
they put on because they were unsigned as far as I'm aware. Everything was self-released. They were like Earth Children, like Fight the Power, that kind
Badass, dude.
and they put on, I think, one of the biggest like concerts for unsigned bands ever. I knew that
So
needs a
unsigned
fact check.
as in like they don't have a label.
Yeah. So
they're, like,
not
independent.
yeah, literally. Which was their whole thing.
Isn't that like the ideal like artist situation for music? Like you want to be independent.
It's so hard,
just
but
like
you
a
get
lot of
more
money.
respect.
Yeah.
Well, it's debatable.
And you don't get fucked over.
You end up like Nickelback, like how people.
Whoa, dude.
Because Nickelback is the product of a music label doing research and like this is, and they don't make bad music.
Right,
But isn't that
Nickelback-
just like the whole K-pop genre? That is literally that's
Which
it.
I think because it comes from the East and it's more acceptable there because that's how a lot of
it's
them
industry.
come up. Yeah.
But listen, man, don't slander Nickelback, okay?
I just
Nickelback
said they
have
don't make
sick
bad music.
Yeah, no, but like they were produced to
Yeah.
like perfectly fit in.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people like associate rock and roll with like that freedom and being a product of an industry. It's like no, bad, not actual rock and
Yeah.
roll.
Well, yeah, that's true. I have that mindset as well, where I'm like, I don't like the idea of having like an industry label telling you things in your ear.
But that's
Does that make
literally
sense?
why like I don't know, social media and stuff has probably done decent things
Decent,
for
yeah.
artists. I think in general.
But also, I have this thing about
puts
like,
power back in their hands.
yeah, like I'm always scared about work or stuff that I make getting stolen.
Yeah, no.
And so it's just my OCD, but I think that's associated with that as well. But it's like I want to be in control, but the trick is to let go and just be like.
Also, not being too precious about your shit. I think that's super important. Like having the fear of like someone taking what you've worked hard on and like profiting off of it. Like it's cool, but you're gonna make more stuff.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
How would you feel if you put a song out there and became like a trending TikTok sound that everybody uses for something?
You know what? At this point, I'd be stoked.
But then you're known as one hit wonder.
Not really. You can
What's that
break
guy
up
that did
a
La
bit.
La La? Everyone knows that one.
You gotta
La La
start
La.
somewhere.
It's literally called La La La.
Oh.
And I pop, na na na.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's the vacuum cleaner from inside. Represent.
Guys, white noise. I'm gonna fall asleep in 5
Oh,
seconds.
the white noise.
White noise.
The
You mean,
rumbling.
you mean when you guys talk?
Oh my.
And this is why I
because we're
say
white. Is that the joke?
once again,
Yeah.
the straight white man being
Yeah, why are we
put
getting
down by people of
put in the
color.
corner?
Okay, so we talked about Kieran's music background. What about you? When did you start with the guitar?
Dude, I've been playing
Man's
just
a,
as
he's been
a
playing
point
for
of
16
order.
years.
Straight up, literally, you guessed it exactly correct.
Yeah,
Since I was
you told
11.
me.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah,
We
that's
had
why I was
this
always like, why are you so good at guitar? You're like, I've been playing since I was
Also, so also
Then
self-taught.
10.
No, my parents, much to their dismay, put me through guitar lessons
Much to
for
their
a
dismay.
long time. Spent a lot of money on guitar, and I
Yeah.
barely play anymore.
I've got your amp right over there.
Yep.
It's called, what's it called? Hanaz. How do you pronounce that? What's the amp name?
Dude, I can't read.
I can't
Looks
read
like
that.
Hanaz.
Okay.
Or can I?
It's a pretty good amp. It does,
Yeah, it's
does a
good
good
fun.
job.
But yeah, no, my parents literally put me through a lot of guitar lessons, spent a lot of money, and I just wouldn't practice. And eventually they're like, nah, stuff that. And then
But you
hitting-
did practice.
I did a lot of guitar, and I did learn how to play by sight for a while.
Yo.
But straight up, then like I think we hit grade 10. I'm like, nah, this is not
No, you were
cool.
over it.
All the ladies I was promised
Oh yeah,
when I started
yeah.
playing guitar
Yeah, like,
didn't show up at my front
you
door.
tried books, then you
They-
tried the guitar.
Yeah, dude. They said you read, you get the ladies.
Yeah.
Didn't work out. I was
Didn't
just
work
in the
out.
Who
library.
told you you read to get the ladies?
It's a lady.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Sorry, Da
I thought you
Vinci.
said
Then I was like, gotta play the guitar. All the ladies
Okay.
show up at your front door. Didn't happen.
Has that not come to fruition?
No,
The guitar
dude.
hasn't done any
No,
magical.
Nothing. I'm saying it right here,
It's like-
right now. Sweeping declaration. Music does not get you laid.
Your
gets you
so
there?
your significant other cares
Well,
not that
hold on,
you
hold
can.
on, hold on.
Okay,
What gets you
then,
there?
what gets you laid?
What if it's not the music?
Are you
What is
talking
it?
about in general
Being
now?
being a decent human being's like a start, but like that's hard. So fuck that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was-
Hustlers University.
Oh no. You don't want to promote.
Best $100 I spent.
$100 a week, eh?
Gotta get your Bugatti. Fuck, dude. No.
Then I tried like the cool boy sports,
Water polo.
rugby, water polo, yeah, and then your speedo. Obviously,
Speedo.
I wasn't packing hard enough. Once again, none of the ladies showed up. I was honestly,
Yo.
I live my life by how many ladies I can potentially get based on online courses, and it's not working out.
Online.
Your
course.
significant other's gonna listen to this.
There's
I know, and that's why
Hey,
when I
Alex.
stopped doing all that, I got a significant other. It turns out, being
But then
just, like,
you still
basically
joke about it though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
for sure.
Okay.
This isn't
So-
the past. This is back way back.
So if you were to explain to someone like myself, I was in a relationship for a long time.
Yes.
It's been a
You
while.
technically have the most experience.
Yeah,
like
well,
between
I
me and
mean,
Bjorn
But
combined.
at the moment, got zero experience. We're going through the drought.
Yeah, but
Going
you're
through the
focusing on
drought.
yourself right now.
Yeah. So like, what is it that I can do that'll help me get laid, or at least?
we need to put some T's and C's.
Okay.
We need to put some very serious T's and C's.
So
first of all,
I've been
nothing can
taking
guarantee
therapy
you.
for 2 years, and so I'm qualified to answer a lot of your questions.
Also, longest like this is your second girlfriend.
Oh, Shav's-
Second,
Well,
yeah.
This is my first girlfriend ever.
Shav's crushing it.
Bjorn's been
And Bjorn as well, but like,
But we've been in them for long. but
Yeah.
that doesn't make us experts at like finding a relationship.
that's true.
We
It's
have
more
been
like
in
it's
the same.
pressure.
You've been in more relationships than I have.
No.
Yes. Both of them like teenage, high school
Oh.
things, but just being in more relationships doesn't
But also,
work.
that's also like, you
It's-
gotta
but
think
it's
about
so-
the time period. Like, I
Yeah,
was
it's
a
so
whole
different being in a
person.
relationship in high
'cause you're a
school.
kid, for sure.
Yeah, so now I'm coming at it from this perspective, where we're older, and you guys happen to be older and in relationships, getting into them when we're older.
One thing is literally to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to like speed dating things.
Holy shit, dude. I think I would crush speed dating, but I'd be super awkward as well.
That's the thing. Maybe
you can't.
Also, who goes to speed dating? Is it old people?
Also, no. I struggle to know like if I'm being too friendly, or if I'm like, you know, if they know that I'm interested. How do I get them to know?
You just gotta just say, hey, I'm interested in you. That's like the
hey,
hardest thing.
No,
I think
that's wrong.
the beauty of being older as well. Like we're approaching 30, and most human beings around our age should be able to communicate on like a basic level.
But I can communicate on a basic level with anyone. It's just when I go into it with the mindset of like, I like this girl, it all goes out the window. It all fucking like...
Okay.
It's like a floozy.
Here's what you do.
It's a floozy.
Usha, if you can fact check me on this one.
Sure.
You grab a little piece of paper. You draw 2 little squares.
No.
You write at the top, do you like me?
No.
Yes, no.
No.
Yeah.
And you just print out like 50 of them. Hundreds. And you just chuck
in
them
the letterboxes.
Letterboxes up and down the street.
Okay.
All up and down.
So I'm not doing this at speed dating.
So I can tell you from like the perspective of a girl, because I have a friend right now who's going through their quote unquote hoe phase.
Oh, the hoe phase.
And they always say they appreciate people who are like upfront, like they don't like pretending. Like if you just come into like your first date, you're like, you know, I'm looking for this, and this. It goes like a much long way than just like being coy the entire time. Like, oh, maybe,
like,
maybe not.
Like funny, cool. Like,
no. Like
funny and cool.
If you tell the person in the beginning, like, you know, this is what I want out of a relationship. Like if I wanted something quick, if I want a long term, it like goes a lot more. So I think
maybe that's why, because I
knowing
want
what
something long term.
No, you should know before you get on a like dating app. You should know why you want to be on it.
I was fully addicted.
to
like
okay, so then right now then. You should know what you want out of a relationship. Do you want something just quick, like one night stands?
No,
that's what
I can't do that. I mean, as much as like it's like that whole I think of like the imagination. That's what it is. It's only good in your imagination.
So you gotta then go in with like, you know, the mindset of I want a long-term relationship. If you go in like halfway through each one, you're gonna like mess yourself up.
Yeah, and I'm already trying to unmess myself up.
Which you've done a pretty good job.
Going to the therapist.
Oh, you're doing pretty well.
9 out of 10 would date again.
Thanks, bro.
Dude, set up a website where people can review your dates.
Yo.
I think that's a great idea.
You should record me.
That 100% isn't a terrible plan.
Okay. Set up a website. Well, it's just like pictures of me. And then
fully nude.
Is it
no,
fully
tasteful.
So it's like there's like a leaf.
Yeah.
No, your guitar.
Oh.
Well,
dude, like that.
To be fair, he just needs a guitar string.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The G string.
Okay. First of all, ladies, if you're listening.
What about the non-binary?
This is a PSA, dude.
I've got a massive. Okay. Anyway.
Personality.
Say when. No, for real. Wait.
Sorry. I don't even know. But no, like, yeah. I guess that was something that I wrote down. I haven't even looked at the notes yet, but.
Oh, the adventures of Kieran's dating life?
Oh, dude.
I love the idea of this.
I could tell you stories from like online dating stuff, but not recently. Nothing's happened.
I think we should try and keep this specific episode 0 still just general stuff.
Just general, okay.
Saying what we want to do. So we kind of got an idea. I would love to constantly get updates on where you're at.
Okay.
Not even if you've made progress, but like where, like, how it would be so interesting to see every week.
You want to do
where
like
your headspace is.
A tracker.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna have.
Wait, so do you want him to get back on?
You want to do
dating apps?
No.
I can't, dude.
But if he happens to like have a weak moment and goes through it, it's important for him to talk about it.
I do talk about it.
Yes, but then you can rewatch. You can go and you can see the like your eyes, dude. You can literally see like your face when you're talking about it.
Dude, do you think I'm too honest?
No.
Okay.
Honesty is good.
You hide so much of yourself, particularly underneath those clothes, big boy.
These are some big old pants, I tell you.
Wild.
Custom.
Wait, they're not. These are like
they're not.
or something.
So you ripped them yourself? That's what you're saying now. That makes them custom.
I had to provide some more room.
What?
But But yeah, no, like I'm down for that. If you want to, keep questioning me on what's happening at the moment, nothing.
Yeah.
As I said to you, I'm not looking for anything.
Dry as a desert.
It's Kieran time, just focusing on
exactly.
Kieran.
And that's fine. That's enough for me. And maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Did going to the wedding at all make you reconsider if you should start?
I'll be honest with you, I was too anxious at the wedding to really think about
Anxious about what?
I was just anxious. Like there were too many people, new people, talking to people.
80 to 100.
Yeah. I had the most awkward, one of the most awkward conversations I've ever had.
With?
One of the bridesmaids, I forget her name, which is probably good for the podcast, so don't dox her. But
so it wasn't one of the bridesmaids that we're friends with?
No, we don't know. And she came over and started talking to me, and
was it the cousin?
Yeah, I think so. And I was like, hey, and she's like, hey, man, and we're like, how you know Claire? And
Kieran, we've met the cousin.
I know. I'm telling you guys, but also for the audience.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, by the way, I'm not really good at talking to people. And then silence.
I mean,
she laughed, stopped. I stopped talking. My heart started going. I didn't really.
Okay.
Aiden, who surname I will not mention, leaves. I'm there standing alone. Okay. And
with
then
maybe from
her
his
boyfriend's also with her. So he's not saying a word.
Oh, it's not the cousin.
And then I just kind of like.
Oh, it wasn't the cousin.
I just kind of like walked away.
Quite short. Are they both quite short? Were they shorter than you?
Yeah.
Okay, no, it was not the cousin.
I'm 6'8".
That is not.
The
problem with trying to frame the video footage is because if you stand up, you are just through the ceiling. That's unreal.
Fuck, dude.
But it was not. No. They are both.
That was heavy.
To make yourself feel a bit better.
Yeah.
They are both very awkward people.
He is just the quietest human being you've ever met. I try to talk to him. I actively try to talk to him because his wife came to me and was like, my husband's looking for friends. Do you mind just and I was like,
shit.
No stress. Let's hang out.
Well, I guess saying
definitely quiet.
Yeah. Straight up saying I'm not good at conversation is not a good way to.
Which is ironic considering he is also not good at conversation.
But the thing is, I am good at conversation if I feel like being good at conversation.
Yeah, but it's also.
That time.
I think you can be good at conversation if it's your friends. I think in general you're quite good.
New people is.
But also you can probably count on your hands how many times you've been in a big settings post-COVID.
True.
Yeah,
so we're still getting used to doing stuff like that again.
Because I feel like I'm the best. I'm like one of the one of the coolest people to hang out with.
But the
problem is in my head I'm like I tell myself that I'm not the best.
I can tell you definitively 60 to 70% of the time
it works every
saying you're not good at conversation with people you don't know will not lead to more conversation.
No.
Some people will be super understanding. It's like, oh no, don't stress.
But I always go in it with there's no opener. It's just I'm
just gonna
say what.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta turn your brain off and start talking.
Yeah.
I can turn my brain off pretty easy.
Some might say it's always off.
Wow, that's very rude.
I'm not talking about you, sister. I'm talking about another person called Schmieren.
What about Philip? Huh? No, not yet. We'll bring out Philip.
My God.
Philip? maybe we'll give it a little bit more time.
Yeah.
That was actually something that I wanted to also incorporate into the podcast. Philip, yes. But also accent segments. Accent doesn't character.
Oh, do you want to do
character
bits?
work?
Do you want to do bits, dude?
We don't have to do it now, but it is something that could be fun.
Okay.
If we talk about scenarios and shit like that, I think that's very fun.
Have we talked about this before? There's an improv course at the waterfront. I don't know if they still run it, but there's a theatre school. It goes over 8 or 12 weeks. It's $1.50. Once or twice a week with a big performance at the end, all about improv.
You have to get up on stage and perform.
I imagine so. You're born for it.
That's cool.
Waterfront theatre.
Maybe.
I do like improv.
Look, this is 2-year-old information, and my brain is faulty at the rest of
I do remember you mentioning this.
Yeah.
A couple of while ago.
I would do a whose line is it anyway thing. That's fine.
Literally improv.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go do it for people.
So you're saying you get a scenario.
If we were to get a hat right now and do a who's line or anything, I would do that.
I think I could do
Scenes from a hat.
Okay.
I think I could do it as well.
Things you can say about your meal but not your partner.
Ooh.
Why is the meat so raw?
Whoa! That's crazy. I didn't know we were having sloppy joes. No, that doesn't even make sense.
This piece is a bit fatty.
Oh my god. I was thinking of a pasta one, but it's passed me by.
It's too saucy.
I was thinking, I'm just gonna pretend this is Cody.
Oh my god. Hello, parents and other people that we know.
I'm sorry,
that might be watching this. I just thought I'd break that fourth wall now. And just
I thought this was your scene from a hat.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I was worried about this because I am very a certain kind of way
with us
you guys versus with my family. I don't know if you guys are like that.
That's the same, I think, for most people.
To watch this. Also, it's
They're gonna watch it.
It's gonna have 4 views. 2 of them are gonna be our partners. One of them is gonna be all 3 of us reviewing
it.
And then the
bot accounts that I make.
The 4th one is me, Philip.
Oh, Philip.
The bot.
No, I think you're right. I'm overthinking it.
Overthinking it.
We're all very different with our parents. Obviously, there's very few people I've met who are consistent how they are with their friends, where they are with their parents, and just because they treat their parents like friends.
This is interesting. What is the real you then? The one that's around your parents or the one that's around your friends?
I think it's all the real you.
Yeah, man. You just got different ways to behave.
I'm all loosey-goosey with my friends,
Just a goofy goober.
I would say, but also for me, it's a cultural thing not to be as personal with your parents.
Because some things you don't want to say to your parents. If we're talking about sex and shit, you're not going to talk to your parents.
My parents would never talk about
sex. You guys don't talk to your mom about sex.
No. My parents even struggled to do the sex talk, and it was a 2-minute thing, and it was done. I was like, we covered it more. It's fine.
To be fair,
that's
all you need.
I was like, we did it in class. It's fine. You don't need to do it. Oh, thank God.
They keep going, and you're
the thing is, I think I didn't get it except from my dad.
Sex from your dad?
We drive. Well, no. We're driving. I don't know. We're in the car. Everyone's in the car. You're in the passenger seat. I'm my dad.
You think you're dad?
I'm driving. But no, I have to be my dad.
And I'm your mom.
No, you're me.
So you're in the passenger seat.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, son. Listen. I just want you to be careful.
I'm not very good at talking.
Just. You fuck.
I just want to play for fun.
I remember the conversation was it was something like, I just want you to be careful.
Was it just you and your dad in the car?
It was basically him saying wear protection.
Yeah. Do you know, Claire looked it up the other day. There's 527 different ways to say don't be silly, wrap your willy.
Oh my god.
There's so many different ways to say it.
I can only just think of the one, and you just said it. Wrap it before you tap it.
Nice.
Wrap it.
Don't be a fool.
Wrap your tool.
Hey! Sorry, I'm clicking a bunch.
Let's come up with some. Don't be a school. No. That's not gonna work.
Be wise, condomize.
Ooh.
That's just a slogan. That seems pretty standard.
I think, in the religious text.
If you don't want herpes, have her do a Slurpee.
Oh my god. It says, thine shalt wear thine goat skin foreskin.
Was that the 9th or the 10th or commandment?
How many were
it's on the backside. They never flipped it over.
Wait, were there actually 20?
There was a bunch more on the back. But they were like, whoa, this is,
Is there something like the commandments when it comes to Hinduism?
Whoa.
What do you mean? No.
Because
not really.
Honestly,
not direct
comparison.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of gods, right?
Yeah.
At all least do different stuff.
It's one god, many forms basically.
Okay.
Dude, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Oh my god.
It's the same.
Your religion stole from my religion.
You know what? We fix racism. Let's fix religion, guys.
How do we do that?
Everybody love everybody.
ELE.
Oh.
ELE. Everybody love.
Yeah, sorry, it's not a B.
EB. But yeah, no. Fuck. Are we gonna talk about religion on this podcast?
No. At some point, I'd like to solve it.
We could go.
Maybe if
Well, one of the things that I had on my list was asking Bjorn, who is a resident. What did you study again? environmental scientist. As I knew that I was testing.
Oh sure, I'm a bit out of the game, but yeah.
I've asked you this question before about like how fucked we are, the Earth, the old sphere, the old dome.
Do you know the other day we hit the limit?
What's that?
Like, I was reading an article about how Portugal,
I'm always hitting the limit, by the way.
Yeah, Portugal recently went fully alternative.
For 6 days, they ran exclusively on alternative energy, which is awesome.
But that's only one place.
It's one country.
Not even a week or so.
But the big thing is, I think we've hit like the requirements that we will be hitting like a 3 degrees Celsius increase.
And what is that?
We've hit the point of no return also.
Yeah, literally.
Why is this conversation so dark and depressing?
Because that is the environment.
So what does it mean? Like, is there no hope?
No.
It means we can.
Can we offset it?
We can still mitigate, but like, we will be seeing changes in the environment regardless. At this point, like even if tomorrow everything was clean energy, right? Yeah. Even if tomorrow we went back to like fucking breaking rocks,
so it's like
animals, we have hit the
consequence of.
Yeah.
But it's not even us. Like every average household could do like the best they can to save water, clean energy, whatever. It's just the corporations that need to stop. They're the ones that need to like fix up and
the people that were going to sponsor us. No.
Speaking of.
But I mean, like if everyone had load shedding, would that fix?
No.
Okay.
Obviously people can use less energy.
The entire world was on load shedding.
Think about the US, right? And think about like large portions of Asia where like most households have air conditioning.
Just quickly for our non-South Africans, what is load shedding?
That's true. Load shedding.
It is called rolling blackouts.
Yes.
Look it up.
Yes.
It is a way for our government to, or rather our power supplier to like create repairs and all kinds of infrastructural improvements.
Yeah.
Because our power grid does not or cannot support our growing population.
Yeah, basically like we get like 2 to 3 hours of no power sometimes.
Depending on
if
there's
we're
multiple
lucky.
stages. So if there's only 1 or 2 failures of power stations or power cells or something, we will get like an hour, like 2 hours a day, every other day. If like, what would you say? If there's a whole bunch of failures or lots of small problems building up,
but are they
like 10 hours?
Yeah, well, the worst we ever had was
they're actually
stage
problems?
6. That's the thing. That's a conspiracy theory that it's just.
This is my expertise.
That is not actually. It's just government just trying to do some back end deals and.
So they should do
people.
Yeah, that's the big one because we sell a lot and.
To Zimbabwe, hey?
Yeah.
Large, but like I think I'm not gonna say a percentage. I need to fact check that. But
it is a large percentage that goes out to Zim.
But it's because so the power supplier Eskom is. Last time I read up, which is like 2 years ago, was 403 or 430 billion rand with a B in debt, which is.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say okay. Yeah, that's bad.
That's real fucking bad.
Holy shit.
But apparently now our BRICS alliance, so things might start getting better.
Unless the whole point of the BRICS alliance is to rob South Africa of more resources.
I doubt that the BRICS alliance is mainly to oppose the US.
Everyone's got their own agendas. I think yes, at the face of it, like having Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and then we had like the Middle East.
The Middle East recently joined, yeah.
We're all bricked up.
Everyone's bricked up, dude.
Middle East was a big get for us. It's like fucking football clubs. We sign like a big player. That's it's like equivalent of signing Ronaldo was us getting the Middle East.
But I don't know. God, you know me. I don't know the politics very well.
At some point, I want to do. I said this to Hushaf earlier, I think, but I want us to do presentation episodes where like we talk about a topic that we love.
Yes.
And we can just have a conversation about that. So for you, it's the conspiracy theory episode.
Ghosts. We're going ghosts as well.
Yeah, ghosts.
I know you guys don't believe. Maybe you a little bit more. You definitely.
I believe in spirits.
What's the difference?
Well, when you can drink.
Well, you know what? I'll do a whole episode on the difference between a ghost and the spirit. What would you do? You would do more gaming stuff, or?
I don't know. I do like the environment, but I just want to find something that I like.
environmental.
Something just like a bit freaky. I like
your sex life.
Yeah, we you know.
I don't know. What's a topic I talk about a lot that you guys hate or you just like?
You talk about books. What books do you talk about a lot?
Brandon Sanderson.
But I can go on for Brando for like a long time.
I shouldn't have brought that. I don't know anything about Brandon Sanderson.
I don't know, Gustav. Do you have?
How to Train Your Dragon?
Actually,
we could do a whole
dude,
fucking.
Don't even get me started. Animation.
Animation.
We can do that on a Twitch stream.
Sure, what we
can watch it.
Yeah. Oh, we can also play games. As the three of us, by the way.
Yeah.
Take turns. That would be so fun.
Also, just building on like episode 0, like our hobbies and interests and stuff.
Yeah.
What is your main hobbies? And we're all kind of connected in that we do like nerd shit, as Kieran likes to say. What are your like guys' top like 3 or 4 passions? I guess outside of family and friends and stuff. Material. Obviously healthy, but just personal stuff that you like time
sports. I can talk a lot about, especially football and basketball.
I love football. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. You're the football king. You're gonna be.
Sorry,
I only know stuff about like Liverpool. That's it.
And whichever team you're playing on the day. Yeah. Then there's also like whatever's happening online.
Yeah.
I am online a lot. Yeah, so I know a lot of like what's happening online.
I mean, but there's more. There's so much more. But we don't have to get into
it. Games, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, D&D, dude. I'm in. I love D&D.
You guys can spend a couple or an episode teaching me about D&D.
Yeah,
but you played.
What I wanted to do
was you cannot say that I played. Trust me.
You did, dude.
I literally. You did. I just kept doing.
You did an accent. That's too crazy.
Too true.
It was real.
It was and it was a Nigerian accent.
I thought you were trying to do a Spanish accent.
No, it was Spanish. It wasn't.
100%. Well, regardless, I think that constitutes like a big step.
Okay.
Because remember how scared you were to like even do the accent and to act in front of people.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Shakespeare.
To be fair, you helped a lot with that because you would just be like, "Yeah, I'm the drunkard. Let's do it."
Yeah, you did. Doing a character that connected with Kieran probably helped you also.
But okay, so
and it's improv. It's yes and that's what D&D is.
That's a good point.
And then you fight
like football, D&D,
video games. I think we all share a love for video games.
Yeah,
we can talk about.
I am so excited for next year to have money to buy video games and play. I've been out of the game for
dude. I bought a game called Tunic, which we've been talking about.
Oh yeah, you chatted about that.
It's on special. If you
so actually, what are interests when it comes to games? You love your hack and slashy kind of stuff. You love your grindy.
Dark Soulsy.
I love
roguelikes.
I love indie games.
Same.
So yeah, Hollow Knight and Hades. I did a lot of this past year.
Dungeon crawlers.
Yeah.
I like games that make me suffer.
Yeah.
Incredibly.
Yeah. So you'd really enjoy Hades also.
Yeah, I actually was thinking about getting it. I got a different roguelike.
Is that a roguelite?
Yeah.
It's Hades a roguelite. Okay.
It looks really cool. Fuck, there's so many games, dude. There's too many games.
There's a lot of like Nintendo games which are like, next year I'm gonna be getting Luigi's Mansion 3.
I haven't even finished Elden Ring yet, dude. I thought I was almost finished with Elden Ring, and then I googled how far I am. I'm like,
which is actually, it's crazy, especially for the AAA titles. Like, I'm trying to work my way through Horizon Zero Dawn now.
Yeah.
And putting in 2 hours a day, right? For like 5 days a week. That's 10 hours, right? But they say that the storyline itself is like 25 to 30.
But you're someone who does like everything else except the storyline all the time.
I'm trying not to. I'm actively trying to just like do a bit here and there.
Yeah.
But also like I will grind sometimes to like get enough money for a weapon or get these skill upgrades that I want. But I am trying to go.
Do you guys like the grind? Do you like grindy video games?
It depends. Like technically, Pokemon is a grindy video game.
That is true.
Which is why we Nuzlocke it instead.
Yeah, rare candies. Actually, Nuzlocke we can do. You're the Pokemon expert.
Yeah.
He is the. Yeah.
Love me a Pokemon.
Actually,
you're pretty good at Pokemon too.
How do you guys feel in games about durability on weapons?
Love it.
Mechanic. Really? I hate it.
It's an old school.
I do not like that mechanic at all.
We do like survival and more hardcore elements in games though. Like Outward. We like talked about Outward recently, and I think I told you a bit about it.
Yeah.
Which is like a super grindy, every element
of
the
that one game that's just like real life with magic.
Like you have to wear the right clothing in the cold or whatever.
Like when I used to mod Skyrim, I would try to mod it to make things more grindy essentially. Like literally more difficult enemies, like you can get to like I think
you also have to like cook and eat and make a fire to keep you warm.
Essentially just a survival simulator kind of thing. I would love that.
Which is awesome.
But it is very grindy. It takes so long to do stuff.
Yeah, it is very grindy, and that's why I asked the question, because some people don't like grindy games in our like new age of video games. They like that like instant.
Would you say the Dark Souls games are?
That's grindy.
And see, I haven't done Dark Souls, but I know if I do it, I'll enjoy it.
It's grindy, and it's like you have to plan. It's like that thing. You have to like.
You have to sit down and think before you go.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you have to learn the moves.
The Witcher? Wait, you played The Witcher,
Love
right?
The Witcher,
I still need to play it. I have it loaded up online.
I haven't played 3. I've played a bit of 2, and I played 1 on the hot.
You love 1.
I think the coolest part of especially the Witcher games, which are so well thought out, is like dude, I collected every single card, 100%.
You showed me.
But like,
check this out.
But it's like if you are on a quest, right, and you know,
right, the witch,
you know which like monsters are in an area, you will literally sit down and meditate, like as your character and stuff beforehand to plan this encounter. I think. It's so frustrating, like even with Horizon Zero Dawn, where if it's at the most difficulty level, the most grindy parts of the game right now for me are the like boss battles where you can't like prepare everything beforehand. You can't set up traps and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're thrown into a situation. It makes it a lot more frustrating.
I see.
But in Horizon and like The Witcher, like if you know an encounter is coming up and you can like plan your traps, plan your potions, plan your skills, like all that kind of stuff. It's
you know, like
so
things
nice.
have weaknesses.
So it's like Pokemon when you know it's a water gym, you plan.
It's literally Nuzlocking, but
with like really good graphics.
Yeah.
And no Pokemon.
Both of you guys are artsy boys with an interest in doing video games.
Yeah.
When you guys play video games, you ever like just stop and be like, ooh, and just like appreciate the art?
Yeah.
Horizon.
A lot.
Straight up.
It's like one of the first things I noticed in a game.
Also, Elden Ring is gorgeous.
It's beautiful. Dude.
I know. What was the last game where you were like beautiful?
Bloodborne and Elden Ring.
Okay.
Bloodborne was a while ago though, but just because I love like the gothic horror stuff.
Yeah, that's very much
Lovecraftian scary shit. Love it.
Definitely gotta be Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight.
Such a beautiful game.
So
Plus with the soundtrack also for its different areas.
I'm trying to think like, what other games do I like besides the Soul games? Diablo 2.
Okay.
What were your thoughts on the new Diablo?
Diablo 4.
Yeah.
I honestly shouldn't say anything about it because I haven't played it.
I thought you did.
But I've heard a lot about people that don't like it, and I've heard a lot about people that do like it. It's
You played the Diablo 2 remake, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about
You
the
love
remake
the
versus-
Diablo
I
2.
fucking love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because it's like it's the same game with better graphics, and like nothing's changed, so I like it, right?
Okay.
So I liked it before, and now it's just got better graphics.
It's another hack and slasher, dude.
It is. It's a grindy game. It is, and it's difficult. It's a hard game.
Speaking of
for a new
remastered,
player.
how do you guys feel about The Last of Us constantly doing remasters and
Never
HD?
played.
Have you never?
Well, to be fair, the Souls series have been remastered a bunch.
And
Demon
Skyrim,
Souls,
one of my favorite games of all
Skyrim.
time.
Dude, that game is
That's only been
20
done, but
years
that's
of remaster.
only twice though.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Dude, they had it for like the Amazon talkie thing.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was
And then-
crazy.
Where did we leave off?
Poured off like 5 different.
We were talking about
Lions.
remasters of games and
Okay, yeah. So my favorite like game type in general is RPG.
Yes.
Any kind of adventure survival RPG generally.
Okay, so give us like one game that sums up. What game?
The problem is no
Can't say
game.
Stardew Valley because is that technically not an RPG?
It's not.
sorry.
It has RPG elements, but I think everything. Oh, dude, I'm so like everything nowadays. Like you don't actually get true RPGs. Baldur's Gate is the first, like, or one of the first true RPGs in a long time. But who made Baldur's Gate?
Larian Studios.
Yeah.
Because they also made Divinity, which is another true
Which is
RPG.
basically that's basically it's an insane game.
But like most games nowadays have RPG elements, so it's a bit of like a catch-all. Like if you have
I don't know, just having a skill tree is enough to say
RPG.
yeah, which is untrue.
If you have to make a decision.
You need to be able to role play as a character, which actually Stardew technically, yes, you are a farmer and a fisherman and
Alright, you
everything
want
else.
to go grow some stuff that you can roleplay?
Oh my gosh. Kieran's been role playing as a farmer recently.
Oh, it's
What do you
fun.
play?
Off the grid.
Did you not see the tomatoes?
Dude.
Oh, your
Oh,
tomatoes.
I grew tomatoes, man. I threw like a tomato out the window once, like a couple of months ago.
Accidental farmer.
And it fucking blossomed into this beautiful tree.
So you weren't even like taking. Well, you're not taking care of it. You just threw.
No,
it just happened.
Are tomatoes vines, bushes, or trees?
Bush.
Vines.
Is? Vines.
Bush? Tree.
Tree.
I'm gonna go with vine.
Tree is tall. That's what defines it.
No.
No. I think it's like it has to have a trunk and bark or something.
Okay. Well, somewhere in between tree and.
There's so much fact checking that he's. I'm happy to do it.
Rick, could you do your job?
Oh
Rick,
my
please.
God.
Pull that up.
He's out there barking instead of flipping.
Get on Bing and.
I never use Bing. That's
You know
good.
they allow Bing in China, I think. I saw a stand-up comedian talking about it. He said,
Really?
yeah. He said you can use
Bing
in China.
anything.
Yeah. You're not like.
Is Bing Chinese origin or?
No, it's
Like, can you go on Bing and go on YouTube?
Because remember, you can't go to Google. Like, China has a lot of rules about like apps and stuff. Lots of people in China use VPNs to use services that we take for granted.
Okay.
Like, no one there really uses WhatsApp, as far as I'm aware. They use WeChat, which is owned by a Chinese company, right? It's very like nationalistic in that sense. So,
China.
which is weird. So Google, which is owned by like Google and Alphabet, right? They are not allowed in China, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. They're banned.
But Microsoft, which owns Bing, apparently is.
But what's the difference?
Probably Microsoft's ties to China. It's so tough to know. Did you see they're bringing the pandas back?
Which panda?
What do you mean they bring the pandas back?
You guys know about the panda thing?
From like Kung Fu Panda.
Every panda in the world is on loan from China. All pandas in the world belong to China.
Whoa.
And they are on loan to zoos around the world. Okay. So when like...
And now they bring them back.
Because, well, they were taking them back. They were taking back the pandas. Because like tensions between China and other countries were breaking down.
Oh, I vaguely remember something about this.
Like, are the pandas... I don't get it. Do they just take all the pandas?
Well,
they own the pandas.
They own the pandas.
Even like the ones that are born not in their country.
I don't know if they are born. I don't know.
Panda births are very hard and very rare.
Yeah, I mean...
In captivity, at least.
No. Dude, regardless. Like, even pandas deserve to die. Straight up.
Oh my God. Oh, you David Attenborough?
Dude, what the fuck?
They're so bad. They are so bad. They literally have to... Also, it wasn't Tai Lung.
Who was it?
It was the peacock. The peacock was the one that murdered all the pandas.
Who's the villain from the first one?
That is Tai Lung.
Is the snow leopard.
Oh, you did.
But he had nothing against pandas.
What was the peacock's name?
I can't remember.
Voiced by Gary Oldman.
Yeah, but he was the one that committed genocide on the panda populations.
That's crazy. That was in a kids' film?
Yeah, that was in a kids' film.
I mean, they also use fireworks as like in place of guns.
That's true. The original gun, the firework. No,
that seems inaccurate.
Gun. You needed a metal projectile for it to be
that is true.
gun.
Oh man, don't get me started on gun law.
Wouldn't a bow and arrow technically be the original like gun? Like
no gunpowder.
Well then, if we're going that technical, throwing a stone is the original gun.
It's the first projectile.
Stones were.
Or a sling.
A sling. Dude.
Apparently slings were deadly back then.
Yeah, that's how Goliath died.
Once again.
Yeah, that's how they got him. They got him. Some random.
Is there... Well, never mind.
He had a name.
You're gonna ask for some India.
Yeah.
Not everything is like a 1-to-1.
I love that idea of like every religion kind of just having the same stories. And it's like, but he was called like Muhammad. Like.
Oh my gosh. Have you heard about the Anunnaki?
The what?
You don't know about the Anunnaki? Oh dude, it's a crazy conspiracy theory.
Anunnaki.
It's about like aliens that came to Earth and like created human beings to be like gold miners.
Oh, so what's the one that Tom Cruise?
Conspiracy theory shit, man.
Tom Cruise's religion.
Scientology.
Yeah, that's basically Scientology.
I don't know.
Was the
Spaghetti
writer of
Monster
Star Trek that invented a religion, based on like what's it? Scientology is like astral beings or like cosmic
like trapped in our bodies because.
And when you die, it gets released and then it goes into the next host. That's Scientology.
That's wild. Cause like, how does that even work?
So
how old is the salt?
And it just
it's from all these aliens that they like abducted from all over, and then they put them in a volcano on Earth and killed them all, and their essence are all over, and then that's what inhabited the cavemen and like made us become human.
Dude, it sounds like Files or some shit.
So the creator of science fiction Scientology was a science fiction writer.
Yeah, he was the creator. Okay. Star Trek? He was the creator of Star Trek, right?
He wasn't the creator of Star Trek.
Who created Star Trek?
I'm pretty sure he was I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure you would have more Trekkies like...
I don't know a lot about Star Trek, guys.
Same.
Nothing.
I know Captain
Kirk?
Kirk Cobain? No.
Captain Picard.
Picard.
It's the Live Long and Prosper.
You live long and prosper.
The dude
with no emotions. Spock. Yeah.
There we go. Ahara,
yeah.
Captain, Lieutenant.
Okay.
Something like that.
I think she was the navigator.
And then in the newer film, Zoe Saldana played her, right?
Yeah, I didn't watch the new ones.
I haven't seen it.
I've never watched any Star Trek. Chris Pine.
Oh yeah,
Chris Pine's always popping up in every franchise, man.
He was in the D&D movie.
He was in the D&D movies. He was in
Can't wait for the second.
He voiced the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man that died in the first in Across the Spider-Verse.
That was him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
He was in Wonder Woman. He was the love interest.
Yeah.
He's always popping up in these franchises.
You know, voice acting would be such a cool job. What do you think?
Maybe. I think it could be very cool. I think if you have creative freedom and you have like a vested interest in like who you're voicing, is very different to just like going to your job.
But isn't that the same?
Do you know like how we watch dubbed? And like we think it's really cringe for like anime. Do you think like the Japanese when they hear it, it's like cringe for them? Yeah. And then for us it's just like, oh my god, it sounds so amazing.
I promise you, they probably like laugh. Like
honestly, that's probably why. Literally. Yeah. This like is crazy. It's so much more digestible when it's like written down. Like,
in a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like they do like or at least like English dubbed. Like they always like put the weird. Like
they put the
like the girl voice, like, oh my god, Yugi, what are you doing?
What was that? We were watching a Yugi.
Dude,
the first episode.
Watching the first episode of
Yugi. Take my deck, Yugi. Dude, he's just been defeated in battle, and it looks like he's been, I don't know,
so
punched up, beaten.
Have you watched like any like
That's so dramatic,
like
so
dubbed from like one of the more modern animes?
What would that be like? Give me an example of one. Attack on Titan or something?
Yeah, like an Attack on Titan or something.
I think I have, yeah. Naruto I watched only in
Naruto still.
I know DBZ has crazy dub.
Yeah, I would say like dub in
really
like modern day dub is so much better compared to what we had.
Yeah.
Like the original Dragon Ball Z we watched is, if you go back, it's like, okay, just calm down a little.
Yeah, not in English.
Original Bleach dub, Pokemon dub.
Pokemon!
Okay, wait, so we connect on anime, games, sport sometimes.
Talking about pussy.
You know nothing about sports. So.
I watched the Beckham documentary, don't even talk.
Oh, okay.
Basically, that's why we said nerd shit.
Whose team is he playing for right now?
He owns Miami Siege.
Inter Miami.
Is it called Inter Miami?
Yeah.
And they have Leo now.
Yeah.
Leonardo.
That fraud.
No.
Don't get me. I could do my presentation on why I hate Leo Messi. Oh,
why?
That fraud.
He's not Ronaldo.
He's not Ronaldo. He didn't deserve that last Ballon d'Or. He wasn't even in the MLS Team of the Year, and you're telling me he deserves to win the Ballon d'Or this year?
Maybe.
No.
Ballon d'Or more like.
How long has he been with Beckham's team?
6-7 months.
Oh, hectic! Quite a long time. Is do you think that's gonna be the new thing where if a well-known player?
No, it originally was like 10 years ago, where a player that was past their prime but was still super popular would go over to the MLS.
Yeah, which is Beckham.
Yes, I think he was one of the first people to do it. I don't know, Thierry Henry did it, Zlatan did it, a few other players did. Rooney did it.
Yeah.
But in recent years, it's changed now, because before that used to be where you can get a lot of money. Now, if you go to the Saudi leagues, you can earn almost like double or triple of what you would have gotten from there.
Is everyone trying to become the Premier League? Kind of.
Premier League is considered the best.
Yeah.
I would say, a lot of people aspire to it.
Okay.
Although watching the top 5 leagues, I would say Premier League has the worst referees.
Yeah.
For real.
It's just the most frustrating league.
Hold on. I think your inner fan is showing. I think probably they are the most strict or the most like frustrating, because the fans are most.
No, don't watch. You don't watch
Reps
football,
this
like,
season have united the fan bases.
Yeah.
I have never seen online the fan bases,
It's crazy.
come together to hate something before, where everybody can agree, what the fuck are these people doing?
Yeah, oh,
It's
the
great.
refs are just out of control.
Okay.
It's like Code Geass if the refs were Lelouch.
I
Don't get
didn't
that reference,
finish watching it because I thought it was too edgy.
Ooh, edging.
It is-
Gustav, we've had this discussion before.
I forget, okay? I don't remember everything.
No,
that you said.
not this specific one. But it's where like
I don't remember.
certain shows like that people will love, right? They've hit me at the wrong time in my life where like I don't like the Matrix movies. Okay.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
But that's because I
At least the first one was amazing.
I didn't watch
Did you not
it
even
when
enjoy
I was
the?
14.
But did you not even enjoy the first one?
I couldn't. I
first one's
literally,
iconic.
I got
Yeah.
like maybe 30 minutes in, and I was like, I feel like I've watched this film in 50 different versions already because I watched it when I was an adult.
Oh no, I do remember how I told like
Yeah.
the Matrix was so iconic that so
Dude.
many other movies copied a lot of their
and
tropes.
then going back and like, and some films would have done it better by now. That literally is the case. So like, going back to watch it now is just tough because I've seen every part of that film before in another. Kieran, oh my gosh, you watched it when you were like 12, dude, and you were like,
so
this is the
good.
coolest thing I've ever
It
seen.
is.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
What's like a movie you guys can always go back to and
Hunter
Grown Ups
Dragon.
one. Okay, Hunter.
Yeah, so How to Train Your Dragon.
Grown Ups one.
Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet, that's a good one.
Fucking great, man.
Fucking great.
I always go back. I always rewatch the Ocean's trilogy at least once a year, and the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy. If there's only 3 movies,
Black-
you can't convince me otherwise.
I've never seen all the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Honestly,
Dude, you guys
I've
have seen,
never-
we're gonna do a watch along. That's.
I
Tokyo
haven't.
Drift. I'm so sorry.
Tokyo Drift
Jeff.
is-
I remember I watched the first one at your house. I'd never seen
Harry Potter?
No, Tokyo
No.
Drift.
Oh,
whatever.
nice.
I've
Yeah,
never
just
gone back and
rewatch it.
rewatched any of the Harry Potter like within the last maybe 10 years.
The first one is so
It's so iconic.
cringe.
Yeah.
So cringe.
Once I make my move.
You'll be free. Check a king.
Is it weird to be going home, Harry?
Not going home.
going home.
Not really. Dude,
Such
sorry.
cringy weird.
The thing is, like, I can quote those movies like
Yeah, so
straight from.
I think I stopped rewatching Harry Potter movies after the 5th one, and I think I just watched the 6 and 7 part 1, part 2, and I never really.
You didn't
rewatched
read the
them.
books, did you?
I read all the books.
All
Did you
the
like
books?
the book?
Covered. I love the books. Cover to cover to
Okay,
cover.
fair enough. Maybe that's why. Maybe you're just like a book stan.
I've
No,
read
I
the first
just-
one, I think. That's it. I need to read the others.
Okay. Is that the German? Did you read it in German?
I'm
I
busy
did.
trying to work through the German ones
Because
just
that
to
book
improve my reading.
name was crazy. What's the German name?
I can't remember it.
Harry Potter und the Philosopher's Stone, ja? No, that's English.
That's just English. What
How do you translate that into German?
Harry Potter und der Stein der
I was
Weisen.
so fucking close. Harry Potter und der Stein den Weisen?
Stein der Weisen. It's literally
Stein der
I think
Weisen.
it translates as the Stone of the Wise.
Oh shit.
Which is
I remember because I remember
crazy.
my cousin when she came from Germany, she was reading it, and it wasn't a direct translation. I'm like, no, you idiot! It's the Philosopher's Stone. What are you saying? She's like, no, this is the name. I'm like,
Oh
no.
my gosh. Dude.
these stupid Germans.
It's the Germans.
Always trying to tell us how to do
The
things.
Germans, they love a good book. They've had a few burnings. Oh my god.
You can find Mein Kampf just at bargain books, eh?
Yeah.
It's under like classic literature.
Oh my god.
I think it's just
That's
because
crazy.
it's
Do you think like when you like buy it, like the tellers like seriously judge you?
I don't.
Depends
I
on the
wonder if
teller.
they're because schools have like required readings. I don't think they're doing it in schools, but imagine I think unis. There might be universities where they have required reading that includes some
If you're learning
like,
about,
banned
like-
texts or something, right? Because if the whole point of university is probably to like introduce you to as many different worldviews, regardless of how wrong they are, like they're gonna have you read different like philosophizers.
Philosophizers.
I don't know.
Philosophizer Rex.
I never did anything in university down those sides.
And it shows.
No.
I'm sorry, my
Yeah.
encyclopedia knowledge of Percy Jackson and Harry Potter.
We are free
I
thinkers.
think it's like as long as you're using it as like a a comparison for like
Yeah.
learning what not to do in the future. That's
It's
fine.
like, yes,
It's
you
like
can
watch-
learn about World War II
Yeah.
from all aspects.
Exactly.
To be able to be like, okay, let's maybe not.
By the way,
Let's
World
not
War
go this
II
route.
documentaries, fucking sick.
Oh my god. Do you want to go?
Love it. I'm in.
Okay.
Do you guys get very patriotic when you watch stuff like that?
No.
Would you
Not,
go to
not
war?
watching World War
You really-
Like Saving Private Ryan. Oh shit. Oh, okay, well not for you. I mean, you're on the wrong side.
Well, like when I watched Invictus, which is obviously like about us, I did. I would
Okay.
say.
Oh, that's
But you were ready to go to rugby.
1995, yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's not like a lot of things I watched. Like, I didn't watch the Gandhi movie. Like, woo,
Like
India.
if you watch, like for me, if I go back and watch Braveheart, like William Wallace shit, I'm ready to grab a sword and go out there and fight, right? It's like it's
Wasn't
adrenaline
Brave-
rush that I
Wasn't
get.
Braveheart the Scottish?
Yeah. They may take our land.
You're not Scottish.
They'll never take our freedom. No, I know, but it's a sick movie. It's
You know
like
what? I feel hella patriotic when I watch Indian films. Bollywood movies.
Dude.
When I watch Black Panther.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Hey
Dude.
man, the Scottish are cool, okay? William Wallace is badass.
Yeah, oh, well, that's.
What do you mean? I'm
Like-
British, kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
So
The
I'm-
Yeah,
British
you-
conquered the...
yeah, but I'm also Irish.
That was
I'm
what
also
the
Irish.
film was about, dude. It was about the
I
British
know what the
conquering-
film was about, dude. Okay.
Wait, so you...
Your people were the villains in the movie.
No, I know. What do you mean, my people?
The English.
Oh yeah. I want to be Scottish then. That'd be sick. I want
Married.
to go to Scotland. I've
Marry
said this before.
Dunks, then.
We go to Scotland. We kit up in whatever old school fucking medieval gear.
I would
We
love
just
to
walk
go
around
to-
the countryside, the moors and stuff, and we're like,
As long as like not disrespectful, I would love to go to Scotland and
Yeah.
do like a kilt for a day and like see some shit.
yeah, dude.
So,
No pants.
family's
Just
wedding
kilts.
I
All
went to
kilts.
recently.
Smooth.
Her pops, Scottish, right? That's the Scottish side of my family.
Scottish.
And while the men of that side didn't wear kilts because it
Mm.
wasn't a Scottish wedding, the kids, the babies and the young...
The babies
children-
were in kilts?
Yeah, the boys and the babies.
Did they all have pink eye?
They were-
children were.
They had
Do
these
we get
cute little,
demonetized?
like,
Do we
kilts.
get
Nah,
in trouble for singing?
No. But it's like I used to wear lederhosen when I was a kid. Like see, kids in like traditional
With the, like, the
attires
clog shoes.
have-
What are German
Mats.
German weddings? No, lederhosen is just like is reserved for like
Yeah.
Oktoberfest, right?
No, it's traditional. It's like in
Every
you also
bar.
have a dirndl, which is what the barmaids I take
Dirndl.
DIRNDL.
You mean the thing that's been fetishized?
Yeah,
Oh,
literally.
Jesus.
But it's literally just it's like an old timey like woman's outfit.
Okay.
Like in Austria, especially if you're working at a like a restaurant or a hotel that's caters more towards like traditional like feel.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna go like not an Italian restaurant, but like
It's
an
like you're
Austrian restaurant.
Stepping back in time.
Guarantee the person behind the bar is gonna be wearing a dirndl. probably.
Hello? Can I get you a drink?
Big
That's
summer
not-
blower.
Is the shitting log?
That's not how they talk, dude.
What?
Do you think for our Scottish
How do
friend
Austrians talk different?
for his wedding that he that we have to wear kilts for his?
I think we should.
It's his wedding. If he doesn't want us to do
I think
it,
it would be
His parents like
so
loosely Scottish. I mean,
when he goes, he's been there.
I mean,
He's got family
it
there.
would be funny, and so therefore I think we should do it.
To do it, if he tells us not to do it,
I think we should all each of us have our own bagpipe, and we're allowed to.
none of us know how to play the bagpipes.
That's why we do it.
so we start learning now.
Yes.
Okay.
No, we don't learn. That's the point. No
Okay.
learning. We just go raw. Raw dog
Dude,
the bagpipes.
always go raw, dude. But okay, so
That's good advice for the
that's
kids
good
out
advice,
there. Always
but,
go raw.
we are coming up to the last little bit here, dudes.
Yeah, I mean,
check the
you've
timer.
been talking for how long? What's the
We're
time?
running on just about an hour and a half, or like an hour and 23.
You guys want to do some Am I
Tell you
the
what, man,
Asshole
I
stand?
have.
No.
I mean, I could keep going.
That's
I've
a
only just
whole
begun.
ass discussion. But
I have so many things that I could just
yeah,
keep
I'm
fucking
happy.
talking about.
But let's save it. Let's keep it. We got lots
Okay.
of time. We're planning
This is
on doing
episode
this
1.
every week for the
The
next
Phantom Menace.
foreseeable future, guys.
Are we gonna keep doing it here, or do you wanna?
I don't know. We can do whatever. It's
Because
just
if we do it somewhere else,
setting
you
it
have
up.
to, you have to
We're
move
gonna
all the
move
stuff.
everything. There's a lot of
We
moving
can always discuss
moving
this
pieces.
when we're not on camera. But,
the people need to know.
You know,
how do you guys feeling?
Are we doing
You
that
feel
whole?
okay? You're
Yeah.
not like this is the worst. Let's never do it.
No,
was
time
cool.
just went.
Time just went, guys.
Until like we were like interrupted.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
I
like.
did feel a significant shift there, but I think it's funny because if we keep that in,
No, we can't.
oh,
Just
that'd be
dead
so
air, empty chairs. No, we'll
no,
cut it
it's just
out.
about my dad coming in and being like,
Alright.
Yeah,
I need
that
help.
part, and then it's just like cut, and then we're just like all back.
I want to like mess around with eventually doing a green screen background. How do we do that?
Maybe not
Buy a green screen?
screen. Maybe like it would be cool.
That's fine.
But do you know how difficult it is to get green screen right? Because lighting needs to be super consistent.
Okay.
You're also gonna have a ring
I
light.
want to put a background so we can be in like I don't know olden times.
So that's what
or
like
in the future.
We need a very good quality camera. Otherwise, you end up with these weird fuzzy edges as well.
Yeah.
Having a neutral background.
Or maybe that adds to the charm.
Like, use OBS to do it.
Yeah.
I like chroma key.
Dude, like Skype and Zoom can do it. I'm sure OBS, which is dedicated.
Because I was thinking we do segments where like we're talking about. Because I want to do in the future if we want like scenario things where we get a scenario.
Oh, you want to role play?
Yeah, role play basically. Right?
So when you talk about your conspiracy, you put like an alien UFO.
Or yeah, something like that. Or even we could just talk about. I'll come up with like a funny idea or like a funny scenario where we are all three
plays.
in the scenario.
You literally want to do plays.
So it's like in the medieval times, we put a medieval village back there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so an episode about medieval villages.
Cool. I want to do that. 100%.
Okay. The problem is,
and then we just riff.
We do okay
riff raff
when we go to the medieval times.
That's so good.
What other times can you do?
We can do future. I can do future.
One of us would not be okay.
Who wouldn't be okay?
In the medieval times. Take a guess.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's
actually future.
an
I'm
imagination.
Curious. Like when it comes to swords and sorcery and stuff, fantasy is always set in like medieval Europe, right?
Yeah.
Dude, like for us, it's kind of cool because like like our people come from there. What's it like for you?
I think Prince of Persia is probably like the closest you could get to how it was in India.
Okay. Fair enough.
They also use the same
Time
like
travel.
curved scimitars. Yeah.
Okay.
That's sick.
And probably had similar clothing. Like it has to be loose fitting. It's very hot. Okay, like it's not a turban, is it, that you wear on your head? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But I mean, like
But it doesn't like you
It's
don't
like
have
it's
dragons.
But you still like all aspects of like old timey stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like
I mean, who doesn't
medieval
enjoy
as a
like
period.
medieval fantasy?
No, it's fucking sick.
Okay.
Armor and swords and magic, which didn't exist, but in fantasy it does.
Maybe one day when we make money from this, we can all sit in like a suit of armor here.
I want to be
Do
able
a
to
podcast.
get the editing to a point where like we can do like I can do like this and then there's a fire in my hand.
So quick question.
We need to hire someone.
Yeah. Or one of us has to learn.
Well, yeah, I'll try and learn it.
Okay, all good. But I really enjoyed this, guys. This was nice.
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
I
Good
think it was
pilot
good
episode.
first episode.
Episode 0.
Can I ask before we sign off or whatever? How are you guys feeling now, in the moment? Are you feeling like I didn't say enough or I didn't do enough? Are we doing too much looking like this?
No, well,
Was there enough
when we rewatch,
equal distribution of conversation?
Well, like Bjorn set us up to do like more general stuff. I think in the future, touch on like what's happening.
Yeah.
The past week.
But like
big things. Not necessarily like news, like big in the news. Like we're gonna be like BBC here.
Just talk. That's it.
Maybe like celebrity stuff that like would tickle our fantasies.
Okay.
Tickle our
Fancies.
Yikes. But yeah. So I enjoyed it. It was nice. I think bit directionless, but I think that's.
This
the
is
point
why I
of
said
a
we
podcast.
needed.
I think it's okay.
No, we kept on track more or less.
We went through a lot of topics.
Yeah.
And we.
But we always brought it back.
We always brought it back.
I think the most difficult thing for us going forward is not doing things that we've already done and like rehashing conversations.
True, yeah. And also we should sit close to the mic next time.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's why having like themed episodes or very specific topics to talk about can help with that.
We can do that.
Maybe like when we have an actual round table and we can put the mics in the middle.
And we're all wearing full plate medieval suit of armor.
That'd be awesome.
I wonder how much chainmail costs.
And on that bombshell, I'm Bjorn.
I'll order it
This
for you
is-
right now. I'm Kieran.
I'm Sharp.
And we are
the round table.
the round table.
Patent pending.
Yeah, name pending. Anyways, cheers.